Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about what is next. I'm be getting your guys' opinion, so make sure you put stuff in the comment section. So let's go ahead and start talking. All right, so first off, what is next? Well, I just picked up the McLaren and it is a mind-blowing car. It is literally the perfect car for anyone who could work on cars. It is a mechanic's car. That is the label I give it. And the reason why is because the whole world is scared of a supercar that is expensive to fix. And that makes sense. But if you know how to work on cars, this car is amazing. And let me tell you, I love it. It's like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. A 3,000 pound, 600 horsepower car. It's amazing. But again, you just have to know how to work on cars. So that's really the extent of the McLaren 12C. It's a mind-blowing car, but you've got to work on it. Now, what do I have going on with it? Well, I'm just enjoying it. I got some POV videos I want to make. I want to do some sound clips, and I'm slowly replacing things with carbon fiber parts. And I've got a couple of things I want to do for like the community as far as DIY videos. But besides that, I mean, I'm just enjoying it. So the GTR just got that new suspension, that Öhlins suspension. And let me tell you, it is absolutely mind-blowing. Öhlins suspension is everything. It lives up to the hype. It is really, really good. What I've been trying to do is I've been trying to fine tune it because there's 30 clicks and I have to find that perfect spot. So I've just been working on that. And here recently, I fixed a problem that was driving me crazy, both mentally and physically. I was smelling gas in the garage and I was smelling a lot of fuel after I finished driving the car. And I was just like, man, there is a fuel leak somewhere. And I was online and people were talking about that. That's common with these cars. And I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it after months and months of tracking it down. I think it was a hose that connects to the fuel pump assembly that I think was loose because there was a lot of fuel around it. And I tightened it up. I replaced the fuel cap gasket and everything. I replaced the fuel pump assembly O-ring thing that goes with this big circular ring you have to take off to take the fuel pump off. I replaced all that and I went for a drive yesterday to get a Big Mac because I haven't had a Big Mac in like a year, which was pretty good, and I didn't smell it, so that was good. So what is going on with the GTR? Well, I'm just slowly going to add some cool parts, just enjoy it, drive it. I really love this car. One of the things I want to do is when I got the car, the wheels were curb checked, and I've got a friend named Ryan. He owns a powder coating company and a Cerakote company, and whenever I get tires again, I'm going to take these tires off and I'm going to get them redone because he can fix curb checks and curb rash. And not only that, like the paint's going to look brand new. It's really going to pop. But I love these wheels. I love this car. This car is really, really cool. But I mean, right now, it's just I do so much that I'm just kind of running out of stuff to do. But that's all good. But an unfortunate thing here recently, when I was installing the shocks, I was pulling on a shock and I actually tore a muscle on my shoulder and it hurts. I can't even feel it when I'm holding this tiny little GoPro, but you know, it is what it is. So over here, we've got our motorcycle and I cannot wait till the weather starts getting better because I love this little Grom and I am getting more and more confident with being a rider. It's a big, long process and I'm super pumped up because after I get more experience, and after I do a lot of riding with this, I have like a whole game plan. So we have this thing called the Monument here in Grand Junction, Colorado. And it's like 23 miles of this beautiful roads through a canyon, on top of a canyon, top of a mountain. My graduating course is gonna be whenever I take this out and I complete that, at that point in time, that's when I'm gonna look for a new bike. And I'm just gonna move up one step ahead of it, something small. So this is a 50cc. I'm gonna try to find like a 400, 500, 600cc bike and slowly progress through there. So this is really fun. Motorcycles are incredible. Also, Elise signed up for her motorcycle class. So here soon, we're probably gonna be riding bikes, hopefully by the end of the year together, which is gonna be fun. I love this bike. All right, so we just took the NSX out for a long drive to go look at a place, and let me tell you, I still love this car. This car is still amazing. For it to be a 30-plus-year-old car, it just surprises me that I could just drive it, you know, 2-3 hours long and just come back and just enjoy it. And it's great. The only thing is when I did the oil change and the transmission change, I looked around and I was just like, man, the car still looks great, but I know one day I'm gonna have to replace those CV axles and I don't know. So, but again, I live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't get me wrong, like I'm a master tech, but I am not in the state of my life that if I had a place that I could send my cars to, I would totally do that, and I wouldn't do any of my work just because, you know, I like, you know, it's a lot of work. All right, so what's going on? Well, I've been eyeing the LC500 like crazy. I really want one, but as you can tell, we're out of space, which is fine. And we're also kind of considering about maybe, you know, getting a bigger place where we can have more cars, or maybe downsizing cars and then getting kind of, you know, maybe cooler cars, but maybe, you know, if I'm not saying I would do it, but if I downsize the NSX and the GTR, I'd have to get something insane in its place. So I guess quantity, quality, whatever, I'm not going to do that. Regardless of the situation, you know, we're just happy where we're at. I don't like to keep cars out in the sun, so really I'm kind of in this stalemate because I love the NSX. The GTR is literally my dream car, and the McLaren's mind-blowing. So I'm just kind of happy right now. I think the only thing I'd get new is maybe once I graduate with that course that I told you about with the bike, maybe I'd get a cooler bike and something a little quicker and something I could use on the road, because the 50cc isn't really usable on the road. What else? Well, our YouTube channel is slowly slowing down, and I think it's because we do a lot of technical stuff. People just, you know, I don't blame them. Like, if you don't have a GTR, you don't want to see how to replace suspension on a GTR. I don't blame you. I don't go randomly looking for videos of how to replace the suspension on a new Ferrari. It just, you know, it makes sense. So I'm thinking I'm just going to kind of do more videos like this to kind of get more personal with you guys and just try to be a little more vloggy, which is okay. I don't mind doing it. It's okay. What else is going on? Well, like I said, I'm a master tech. I'm working on my world-class certification still, which is kind of cool. It's the ultimate certification in the whole entire world. I think there's like 1,000 people or something like that. It's crazy. I'm doing that, and really that's about it. I'm just working on these cars, making the videos. Lisa and I, we do have a plan that we want to go to every military base, every aviation museum in the country. It's kind of like a personal goal we have. She started a spreadsheet of where all those aviation museums are at. That'd be cool to see. I think I'd be really excited to see that. We're not big travelers. I don't really see the economic gain in going and paying for experiences and stuff like that. I mean, I've had a lot of experiences. I was in the military, you know, I did a lot of wild stuff. I've traveled a lot, and really, at the end of the day, like, I have these cool memories, but I've realized it's just better to have a nice home and have certain assets versus, you know, going and spending like $5,000 on a trip to Paris when really all you have is memories. And really, I mean, that's cool and all, but at the end of the day, we all wish we were super rich where we could just fly to Paris and not care. It was a dime, you know, it's just a drop in the bucket, but that's not the case. You just got, for the way I look at it, is like you have to make sacrifices. My sacrifices, I'm not really interested in traveling, so I don't really travel, right? I just don't. I mean, I like museums, but I'm not going to go to like Hawaii, so I could just sit in Hawaii all day and just, you know, spend a lot of money, just sit on the beach and pay a lot of money for food. I mean, Elise makes amazing food. We get the Bon Appetit magazine. We make food at home. That's amazing. Or if I had to, I go home back to Texas and eat my Tex-Mex because I'm Mexican. But besides that, I mean, really, I'm just, you know, I'm a stay-at-home guy. I like video games and I like my cars. But that's pretty much about it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. I'm excited for you to tell me what you think about these videos. I'm just trying here, right? All right, bye.